underestimate me, Galvatron.
Hello everyone, this is Daryl, aka the Cybertronianbeast from Transmissions Podcast. I just wanted to touch base with you because I came across a really cool kind of, not official add-on, but something you can do with one of your figures if you've got them, and I thought it was really cool and I wanted to share it with everybody. So if you've been listening to the podcast or watching the podcast Trips to the Store videos, you know that I got the O1 Studio Cell figure, or the third-party Unicron. This thing is, it's big, it's massive, and it's pretty awesome. And it's got lights. We've shown it off on the show. It's got lights in the head, but the one thing it doesn't have is there's no voice box in it. So the one thing that's always kind of bugged me. I'm like, this is a pretty impressive piece. It's got lights, but no sounds. So I did some digging, and there was a really cool thing that was put out, and I can't remember the person off the top of my head that made the post, but we shared it, and it was really received well. And once I remembered to do it, I wanted to share it with everybody. So I wanted to show everybody what this was. So this is it. This is a little speaker with a couple of they're rechargeable 2032 batteries. There's an on-off switch and a volume control button, as well as the activation button down here. So you get one clip. There's not a selection of clips. You can't just keep clicking it through. It's one clip. You get 8 megs of storage, so not a lot. You're not going to get a full catalog of like songs on here or anything, but it's enough for a voice clip. You can pick yourself a nice long soliloquy if you want. Shakespeare if that's your deal. But basically, it's 8 megs of space, and you can definitely get a nice little MP3 on here. And that is it. It has to be MP3. So I wanted to show you how I installed this thing on O1 Studio Cell. So first off, I wanted to show you or talk to you about how you actually got the clips onto it. It comes with a USB cable, standard USB. I don't know what the number is called on here, but at the end it doesn't matter because they give you the proper cable, and then it just fits. There's a standard USB on the end, but you do plug it in to the unit itself. Make sure it's right way out, and there it is. So the thing actually does come with an audio clip on it. I'm assuming it's Japanese. It's an Asian song. I don't know it. I don't know who that is, but it's on there. When you plug this into your computer, it pops up like a thumb drive. So if you've ever used a thumb drive, you know how to use this. It's very straightforward. You delete the existing clip or save it if you're into it. That's cool. Save it, and you just load on the clip that you want to use. I've taken the liberty of actually ripping some Unicron, voice clips from the '86 movie, and I'll have a link to those in the description. I've also taken the liberty of actually linking where you can buy this on Amazon. It's really cheap. If you're in the US, it's $14. If you're in Canada like me, it was $19. It's really quite affordable. So and it got to me in 2 days. So I was really, really happy about that. And it does everything I needed to do except one thing, and I'll talk about that in the installation. So we're going to remove that clip, and then we will install this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we will move ahead with the installation. Okay, so here we are, and we're going to install this thing onto Unicron here, and it's really not that difficult. So it comes with this white piece of two-sided tape actually on it. It's not part of anything important. It just kind of holds everything together. And as you can see, I've already cut pieces off here because I used them in the installation. So I'm just going to peel this all away and let it kind of fall away here. So now the speaker's loose, and I'm just going to take this off, and we don't need this anymore. Unicron, can you hold that? Cool, thanks buddy. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually place this button right underneath this little panel here. So we can lift it up, and I've put one of those pieces of two-sided tape right here on his leg underneath that. So what we can do is move his arm up a little. We can wrap that around and just stick that right there, just like that. We can push that down and just kind of sit that on there like that. All right, this isn't the, like, it's not gonna be hidden. It's gonna be hidden as best as possible. All right, so now we're gonna turn this guy around and we're gonna work on the speaker. The speaker is actually gonna go underneath this one, and it is going to go right under this one here. I think that's how I did it. No, I think, yeah, it came up over the top and went under. There we go. That's exactly right. All right, and then you just kind of stick it, put it down. Might have to adjust where it kind of sticks. No big worries. And there you go. So there it is. It's installed. It's not pretty, but it's installed. And for people who just kind of keep this thing in robot mode for the time being, it's going to sit here like that. It's going to look awesome. And you can kind of push them there. And now with the button where it is, you just kind of push it. And there you go. You can put his arm down so he doesn't look like an idiot. But yeah, that's it. It's really simple. You really don't have to do anything. You definitely don't have to, you know, cut holes in this guy. For people wondering, I did attempt to get this thing into the stomach area here. Like, if you've got this guy, you do know that there is a hole in here. The circuit board for this is too big. That is the main problem with it. If there is one problem, I mean, it's pretty cheap to buy, but the circuit board is too big. And in fact, the speaker's too big to get in here as well. You have a little bit of space up here in the chest, but it's not enough space. There's a little bit of space in the arms, but it's not enough. Honestly, it feels like there's enough space in the legs, but there's not, like, who would think to put this in the leg? Plus, you can't open it. There's no opening. So that's another problem. So really, if you're going to display this guy, which is what I'm going to do, it's like that. It just kind of hangs off the back, and you really can't see it all that much. But other than that, I think this thing is awesome. For 19 bucks, I really wasn't all that worried. And it's cheaper for you guys in the States, and you just push it, and you're golden. All right, so that's it. It's simple. You don't have to do any screwing or any kind of, you don't have to damage the figure at all. You're just kind of draping the wires over top of through the figure. You obviously cannot transform it with that in it. installed like that, but it's just two-sided tape. It comes off really easily, and you've got tons of it left over. Like if you wanted to uninstall it and reinstall it at a later date, or move it around and you wreck it, the two-sided tape that you've used, you've got tons left over. So just find some kind of backing for it, and you're good to go. As I was saying about the video or the voice clips, I did pull some off of the '86 movie. I've used the one that's on there right now is the one with Galvatron saying no at the end of the clip. If you're kind of questioning, like, well, it's a voice clip for Unicron, why would Galvatron be heard during that? Cool. I uploaded a copy of that same clip without the Galvatron no at the end. It's cut off. Also, the other one that I uploaded was just Unicron saying, "You underestimate me, Galvatron." That's so it's a really quick clip. There's a bunch of other options that are out there. I wanted to get the clip that I wanted clipped out and installed, because it's cool, and it's probably one of the best Unicron pieces from the movie, I thought. So, but there's some really great lines. I mean, let's be honest. Other than that, it's simple. I'd love to figure out a way for you to put multiple clips on there. I don't know how to do it, but that's it. That's all you get. If you do put multiple clips on there, they just play in sequence. They just keep going. So there's no stoppage. It's just going to keep running. So you can put tons of them on there. You can use up the whole 8 megs. It's going to play for that duration. They're just going to run through clips. So be aware of that. But that's it. I hope that was helpful to somebody. Like I said, there is a link in the bottom to a Google Drive where you can get the clips that I've pulled out, so you don't have to go and grab them yourself. And there's a link for where you can buy the board, so you don't have to worry about where you're going to have to go find it and the one that you want. There is one out there with 2 buttons, like 2 on-off buttons, and it might be for 2 different clips. But then you got to put 2 different clips. I don't know. It looked complex, so I stuck with the one, and it works very well. The batteries are rechargeable, so the same cord that you use to upload the clips, you just plug it back into a USB charger and you can charge it back up. It's brilliant. It's really great. So hope that helps, and yeah, awesome. We'll talk to you later.